Hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So, yeah, game day wait has concluded, and it's actually like 10 hours after I got done recording earlier, because, like, I was gonna just, like, go do something minor and come back, but then my brother logged in and was like, hey, is your sortie plate ready? And I was just like, let me check. And I checked and it was, and then I got into a sortie run with him and his static, who was missing members. And I don't think they did anything super major, but like we killed some bosses, like some big bosses, and on the ground floor, not the basement though. And it was super exciting for me. I kind of bungled up and entered C early, and we almost lost the boot chest. But we came back at the very end and respawned. You can apparently respawn the monsters in sortie. And, do we gotta talk to Dude? Or do we gotta zone in from, like, outside instead of from, thing? Oh yeah, I went ahead and bought a Blurred Shield +1 finally. There was someone who was bizarring one for about 400 to 500k less than the auction house was charging. And believe me, I tried lowballing the auction house several times. I even saw that a couple more were on the auction house than earlier before I bought it out of the bazaar. I could not get it off the auction house with a lowball lower than what the bazaar was charging. So I just decided, yeah, fuck it, I'll buy it out of this person's bazaar, and it's made by someone named Fenrir, and they used a guild synthesis crystal when they made it, and so yeah, somebody made. I have no idea who that is, but somebody was capable of making this, and they made it high quality, and that's pretty cool. High level crafting, high quality chances are usually like less than 1%. They're like 0.5% or something like that chance. I actually went back to cooking for a bit, and I made myself some poke with toast con queso. It's actually a level 73 cooking that doesn't require any of the key items from the guild, so I love that because I haven't done any of the key items from the guild. And it's really good food because it gives magic evasion as well as a bunch of attack. It's really good for low man situations where you're going to be taking a lot of magical damage or trying to prevent yourself from getting status ailments. And the strength and mind are perfect for Savage Blade spam, so it's kind of like a low man meta food in a lot of senses as far as attack food goes. Okay, so I think we were supposed to get a cutscene on zoning in here. I might have to. Well, I do need to open the guide anyway, so. Oh, scouring the streets for hours looking for us, huh? Okay. Summoned to what? Oh. There they go, declaring state of emergency and martial law again, or whatever. Civilians, stay calm, do not panic, and proceed in an orderly fashion to the designated Sheltaru in Heaven's Tower. Active combatants are to report to their commanding officer for immediate briefing. I repeat, by decree of the Warlock Warlord, a state of emergency has been declared for all wards at the capital. Stay calm, do not panic, and proceed in an orderly fashion. I'm sorry, but the Taru speech mannerisms really do not undercut the severity of martial law, in my opinion. Bunch of scared kids. Even a Jito Marujito is quaking in his boots, despite being a member of the WTF. Two enemy battalions bear down on the Federation even as we speak. The first is a cadre of the Dark Kindred, the elite guard of the Shadow Lord himself, like the fiends that raised Karugo Narugo, but twice as fearsome, if our scouts speak true. We'll also be welcoming a flock of crows to the festivities. The 6 regiments of the Cinerary Wing raise siege targets on the outskirts of their Astrojan nest, where they are joined by the Manifest's own Forbidden Guard. Their movements are measured and deliberate, as if each is matching the itinerary of the other. They'll be convening on the march southward, I'd wager. It will not be long before they are upon us. But to launch a preemptive strike would only deprive us of what precious few advantages we possess. No, we shall hold them here. We defend Windurst with our lives. The enemy will come by the way of Saruda Baruda and the port. Warlocks, make immediately for Windurst waters and take formation as directed. It is there that our battle will be won. The foe we face is unpredictable. Even should the tide of battle seem to turn in your favor, lull yourselves not into a false sense of security, but be ever ready to adapt to the movements of your adversary. We will need all our strength and flawless cooperation to keep the Shadow Lord's fiends at bay. All Mithran Mercenary units are to join the Warlocks and solidify the perimeter defense. With one exception, Roma! You and your Cobras have proven yourselves the most versatile of our units. I would have you on the front lines to meet our enemy's initial charge. You are to take formation outside Odin's Gate and west to Saruda Baruda. Bring down an enemy commander or two, disrupt their leadership, and lower their morale. The fight will be that much easier. Good grief, just when I thought your schemes couldn't get any more reckless. You object? Nah, we won't have it any other way. Right, girls? Very well, then you have your orders. Begging your pardon, sirs. What is this intrusion? This is a confidential briefing. Truly, sorry I am, Master Leko, sir. It's just that, Taru it's a Mr. Karaha Baruha, sir. He's, surfaced. Lead him in at once. It's really him. Egad, he's as pale as a white Taru. Well met, friends. I am sorry if my extended absence has caused undue concern. What's this? The Hermit Minister lives? You were cooped up in that musty-wusty laboratory of yours for so long, I figured there was nothing left for you but Dustaru and robes. Always a pleasure to see you as well, Zampa Zippa. And what of your cardigans? Are they ready for battle? It would seem the moldy wool on your cap has gone straight to your brain. You should know that the prodigious intellect of the great Zampa Zippa knows no limitaru. A stronger army of automata the world has never seen. Warlock Warlord, it is my pleasure to announce that my research, at long last, reaches completion. Excellent. We have but a moment of calm before the storm. Rest your mind and ready yourself fully for the task ahead. Very well, you all have your orders. To your positions. Dismissed. A moment, Calmwind. Your questioning gaze has not escaped me. And when I ask what you may have seen, no, I ask you only to trust me, Calmwind. Place your trust in Rebel. Silence. I see. Then do this not for me, but for Windurst. In either event, it will be the last request I make of you. You are, I imagine, acquainted with Magicite. Calmwind, I would have you deliver 3 shards of Magicite here to me. A shard of Optistone, a shard of Aurastone, and a shard of Aurastone. In chambers deep where the baleful shadows of darkness have long since vanquished the light, it is there they lie. 3 chambers where none, save you, may travel. I need not explain further. What purpose will they serve? Bring them to me, and I shall see that all your questions are answered. I await your return, Calm Wind. Alright, so now we have to go back to the Magicites that we went to way back when we did the rank 4 missions. If you remember right, we had to go all around to all the Beastmen strongholds and make love in the club to a bunch of brain, please. Beastmen strongholds, where we were able to get our Magicite shards, and then that's when the Shadow Lord actually popped out in the present day. So it doesn't matter what order we go get them in, as far as I'm aware. Of course, some of them are easier to go to than others, so bada bing, bada boom. We're gonna go places. I think the one that'll take the... Wait, maybe I should have just gone straight to Voodoo. There's the book in Voodoo, right? I always forget that this one in the future, or well, in the present, is not actually right next to the Voodoo zone line. I have goofed. I have been a fool. Although I kind of feel like the intermediary zones of Merifito Mountains and Pashal Marshlands, I feel like, per the needs of the storylines, you go through them a lot less than you do all the other zones. Especially in this era of teleportation. Because, like, I mean, back in the day, you used to go through Merifito Mountains every time you wanted to go to Sky. Unless you were done with Chains of Promathia and you could just teleport there from one of the crags. But even then, you know, not a lot of jobs could actually just teleport to the crags, and there weren't books nearby the crags to teleport to. And so, like, the fastest way, as my memory recalls, to get to Sky, if you're gonna need to go there for events or something, was to go to Juno, either by warping with a warp cudgel or a scroll of warp, or a black mage subjob, and then hop on a chocobo from Port to Juno specifically, and then ride like the 5 to 10 minutes it would take to ride through Saramouk Champagne, through Merifito Mountains, through Sanctuary of Zita, into Romave, and then you would get to Hall of Gods and up to Sky. And that's how I went to Sky for the entirety of my in-game career, like until, I want to say until like late 2006, early 2007. Like I beat Chains of Promathia in the summer of 2006. This is one of those weird-ass quests that gets us like an orc hat or something. You need a friend. I thought we weren't ever going to come back here, but I guess I was wrong. I was a foolish fool. Twice now. But yeah, of course, nowadays you just go to Sky once, right? And you get the book that's up there, and you can just take the book warp up there. And then you get the home points that are up there now, and then you can take the home point warps straight up the Sky. Like, there's no... You don't really feel the interconnectivity of the world once you've been everywhere, at least once. And I'm sure that there's a lot of dissociation for people that play the game, that have only ever played the game in its current state. And that's something I find extremely sad. You know, I'm not saying I want to waste everyone's time and like, oh yeah, you should be required to, you know, hoof it for 10 minutes to get to where you want to go. But I just mean, like, you know, travel, like I mentioned earlier in the Let's Play, like, travel used to be such a big portion of this game's, you know, challenge, or, you know, something you factored into your playtime, right? Like, depending on how long it took you to go somewhere, that might change your mind on what you're going to do for the evening, right? Like, if you log your character out halfway across the world or whatever, and then the next time you logged in, like, you might be like, oh, you know, I need to... I'm going to be traveling a lot, so I guess I've got time to, like, watch a cartoon while I, like, hop on the airship to go to Juneau, to hop on the airship to go to Kazam, or whatever, you know, like... I guess, I don't know, it was easier to feel like you weren't missing out. Because, like, you could actually, you know, since there was, like, some automated travel, and, like, it still took a while, you could actually go, you know, get up from the game for a few minutes, take a stretch break. Nowadays, with teleportation, it's just teleport everywhere. Why aren't you teleporting faster? Run faster, you're holding everyone up. What are you doing, you know? It's this like minor inconvenience becomes the major inconvenience. Makes everyone seem crazier. I don't know. Do I make sense? Probably not. Okay. And as I recall, this one is just past that guy Kumari-Khan, who's... I think his name is Kumari-Khan. The guy who's just been running back and forth in Devoy for 20 years. 20 Earth years. It's been like 600... Or, yeah, close to 600 in-game years or something like that. Let's look. Okay, so... Vana'diel, it is 5th month, 11th day of the 1442nd year. And if I'm remembering correctly, the Crystal Era year that the game is actually supposed to be in at the start of, you know, like when your adventurer first walks into whatever your starting city is supposed to be 860. So it's been 582 years in game. I always find it cute that they keep track of that, even though it has no bearing on, like, our character or anything in the world. Like, no one actually ages, no one actually dies, no one actually changes. But it's been 582 years. It's kind of something games used to do in the early 2000s, actually. Like, Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, it actually tells you, you know, the year, like the year and the date and the month in Elder Scrolls speak, and it's like the third era. It's like, what is it, like the 82nd year of the third era at the beginning of the game? And if, like, you look into the lore, then you can figure out when the fourth era, which Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Skyrim takes place in, or whatever it is. And you can actually have enough time pass in an Oblivion file that it's supposed to be Skyrim times. But, you know, your character never aged, and no one in the world ever aged, or got older, or, you know, died or anything. You know. But yeah, I just thought that sort of thing was kind of neat. Wonder if these have new key item descriptors or not, and if they go in the same spot in the key items. Let's see, they do get highlighted again. Murky whorls of menacing energy wrench and twist within. Huh. Nifty. So now we've just got Castle Ostroja, which is Yeah, it's probably going to take the longest at all of these because we have to, like, run up a floor and then run all the way down. And, like, we already have the Yagudo torch and all that nonsense, so we don't have to worry about any of that. But, oh god, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disgusting. It's just that when you talk a lot, at least when I talk a lot, I guess air gets into my stomach and eventually causes me to burp because I drink a lot of soda. So there's like carbonation and acid going on in my stomach a lot more than other people. And you've heard me burp while talking probably a lot if you've been watching the Let's Play consistently. And I'm always sorry for it. I wish, like, if it didn't completely interrupt the train of thought or like the momentum of this giant mess of a Let's Play, I would totally like edit that stuff out. But you know, like sometimes it happens while I'm like watching or like reading through a cutscene, or like while I've like been in the middle of a big story, and it's just like if I were to edit out where I burped, right? Like it would be a bunch of little minor edits. They would cause the upload to possibly glitch out, and they would take like an extra like half hour just to like recompile the same video, and it would also like triple the upload length. Because Adobe Premiere, like whatever it does, unless I made the video like 8 gajillion times shorter with editing, it makes, like, I don't know if it's because of how it encodes it or what, it just makes everything, uploading anything, take way longer than just uploading it raw. So you'll have to settle for my Let's Play being raw and reeling. I suppose I should apologize for it, but yeah, meh. I should have picked up some sprinter shoes while I was in the past. That's what I get for not going to Bastock first and doing all that way. Oh, by the way, you might notice when I open my inventory, I've got a bow and arrow on. I actually made a second ambuscade weapon this month. Over the last few days, my brother and I figured out we could duo the frog on normal. So intense ambuscade on normal, which makes it level, I think it's item level 100 and, I want to say it's 130? It might be 129, but I think it's 130. And when you're able to do that, even without an ambuscade voucher, you get 1,200. I cannot reach target. Come on, you bitch. Okay. Yeah, you get 1,200 hallmarks per run, and because we're real people running together, we also get 120 marks of gallantry or whatever for each real person in the party. And because my brother always dual boxes with his alt Anemo Helix, we were getting 120 for her as well. He was bringing her on White Mage because he couldn't bring her on Geomancer, and he didn't feel like he got as much out of her on Red Mage. So he leveled her White Mage over the last few months, and then he's been taking her to White Mage to like his Omen runs and things. So she's actually got job point. And I think he has more job points on his alt White Mage than I do on Calm Wind's like Warrior. It's pretty ridiculous. But my brother is able to play a lot more than I am. His wife doesn't interrupt his playing as much as my fiance interrupts mine, and I could be wrong, but I don't think he works 50 hours a week like I do. I think he works a steady 40, which is how it should be, but I work for a shitty company, so let's see, wait a minute. I can't remember if we have to go northwest to go to the part that leads us down to where the Magicite is, or if we just go out right here. I think we just go out right here, but It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. I have not thought about. Okay, no, it's actually we got to loop around. Okay. Yeah, I have not thought about Castle Ostroja hardly at all in like the last fucking eternity. Yeah, so this bow, Uller, you know, we had the Saga Singer sword that we'd taken from our deeds, and I had kind of been planning to hold on to that because I heard it's good because its resist terror effect is actually unique, and if you offhand it, you still get the effect, and so you still have your main hand weapon or whatever. But then I looked at the jobs on it. You know, it's the same exact jobs that can wield like the Joyous. So it's like warrior, red mage, paladin, bard, dancer, dragoon, and corsair. And I just couldn't. I thought to myself, I was like, I just can't think of a situation outside of like domain invasion where I'm getting terrored all the time on those jobs specifically, and I'm also dual wielding on those jobs specifically, and I need to resist terror no matter what. And I was just like, I think I'd get more value out of having another fully upgraded ambuscade weapon. Plus, I actually plan to kill the Archdynamis Lord to upgrade my Mandau Dagger and my Excalibur at some point. And that's going to be somewhere between 5 and 10 kills. Probably like 8 or 9 kills. Assuming I can actually kill it. He's guaranteed to drop 1 Umbral Marrow per kill. He can drop 2. The Saga Singer is like, I think like a 4% drop rate or something like that from him. He also drops the version that doesn't have an aura around it, the Tail Keeper. And obviously we have no interest in the Tail Keeper, I don't think, because I think the Tail Keeper is just like same sword model, similar level of stats. It's like plus 10 instead of plus 15 to like strength and vitality. But I don't think it has the Saga Singer's effect. But you know, I figure if I gotta kill that thing like 10 times just for my relic weapons, there's a decent chance that I could get another Saga Singer. So I'm not like too broken up about using it. But yeah, I mean, like look at that. 15 strength, 15 dexterity, 15 agility. And then also 40 magic accuracy. It also, you know, obviously has the range stats. And it gives us access to Imperial Arrow even on a non-ranger job. Of course, at high levels, that's not really that good for most of the jobs that can actually wield the bow. Like, only, out of the jobs that can wield this bow, only really, let's see, Red Mage, Thief, Ranger, Ninja, and Samurai, they're like the only ones who can actually get enough ranged accuracy to actually land Imperial Arrow. Like, right now on Warrior, we have like 750 ranged accuracy. We don't have any gear that actually gives any substantial amount. And I was looking into what gear we could get to try to make a weapon skill setup for Imperial Arrow, just because if for nothing else we could use it for skill chain setups. It's got fusion property, so we could potentially self-light with sword and bow. You know, we could open the skill chain with Imperial Arrow, and then we could close the skill chain with Savage Blade. And that would be pretty damn stellar. But the problem is that, like, the only set that I saw that had a substantial amount of ranged accuracy that Warrior can use, it's called, like, the Volte Harness set. And that only comes from either Amantrove or Dynamis Divergence. And each piece has like somewhere between 30 and 45 agility, and then which translates to ranged accuracy, and then like an average of 37 ranged accuracy per piece. So all in all, it would be like another 300 ranged accuracy or something like that compared to what we currently have. Because our current gear, it's not only shy on ranged accuracy, but it's really shy on agility. We do not have a lot of agility at all in any of our gear. And so, like, I mean, it's one of those, like, I guess long-term projects, like try to find gear, try to get gear, like try to get into a Dynamis Divergence Link Shell, try to get that gear. I did actually get Volte Tights, I think, on my old main character, and I just left them on him. I don't know if they can be... I don't know if they can be delivery boxed or not. I'd have to check. If I could, that would give me 1 out of 5 with the pieces. But there's nothing that I can see on the auction house that has ranged accuracy on it. There's nothing in the artifact armors that has it either. Then, like, the only other way we could get more ranged accuracy is if we, like, remerited into a merit trait that warrior has called aggressive aim that gives, like, 4 ranged accuracy on aggressor, and then, like, 4 more ranged accuracy for every merit in it. But that would be, like, 20, and only when aggressor's up, and it doesn't... It's actually a terrible thing to merit, so, like... I don't know, I don't think... And we're basically using the Uller as a stat stick. And it's actually more for red mage, but the 15 strength, 15 dex, 15 agility, they're all pretty nice for most of the jobs that can use it too. So I don't know. I felt quirky and like making the bow. Someone told me at some point, it's like, oh, that's the best magic accuracy piece that red mage can have in their ammo slot. And it's like, okay, I'll make it. Why not? Looks like we're about to be in Cutscene-a-Palooza. So... here we go. Long cutscenes and then a fight. He's doing the Windurstian salute. Okay, he knows he's on Easy Master. I would share with you my secret. What I'm about to say is known to Lecco and none other. I trust you'll see that it remains that way. It is as you surmise. I, like you, have traveled from an age yet to come, from Vana'diel's future. But the future I call home is not the one you know. No, in my Windurst, the star symbol has long since fallen to the clutches of darkness. The once majestic branches of the great star tree sag, withered and dying. Many years have I lived with bitter remorse as my only companion, my heart haunted by a single thought. If only I could have saved her. Until by a stroke of what can be called fortune, I found myself with the chance to return here, to the past, to set right that which had gone so terribly wrong. My long-awaited chance to rewrite the pages of history. Armed with the knowledge that Warlock Warlord Rabel Akbel fell in the first battle of Windurst, it was no great task to take control of this nation and assume my role on this grand stage. That he was an intensely private man known to shun public appearances made it that much the easier. My face concealed, I returned from the battlefield upon which he had perished. Who would think to question my identity? You look as if you have something to say, Calmwind. Well, speak your mind. Your true identity. My true identity? What would you have me say, Calmwind? I am but a sad fool who would brandish his half-cocked schemes in an impudent rebellion against history. All for the love of a single woman. To say more would only render my humiliation complete. No matter, you are free to speculate as you wish. Such trifling details are soon to be buried deep in the sands of time. Let us return to the matter at hand. I intend to channel my own magical energies to ensure Karaha Baruha's safety during the summoning. The magicite you brought me shall act as a conduit. A sound plan, yet not likely to escape the notice of our friends from the future. No, we can expect them to do all in their power to seize the energy for their own foul purposes. Calmwind, listen to me. When all is done, you and Lekko must... My apologies. May I have a moment of your time, Warlock Warlord? Of course. So we meet again. Calmwind, it was. Such a curious man you are. Yes, there can be no doubt. I suspected as much from the moment I met you. You have come here from another world. No, another... but it hardly matters now. No, there is but one thing I would ask of you. Where you hail from, do the people of Windurst live in happiness? They do. I see. Thank you for your candor. Calmwind, the hour draws near. Roma and the Cobras ready themselves in West Saruda Baruda as we speak. It is time you joined them. How do we stand, Minister? Quite well, Warlock Warlord, quite well. I have reviewed my calculations over and again, and can find no flaws of which to speak. Needless to say, that with such a complex invocation, there are countless variables at play. You may rest assured, though, that all possible contingencies have been accounted for. Above all else, it will come down to my strength of spirit. Have I within me the courage to confront my most deeply held terrors and emerge with heart and mind intact? I will be frank with you, Warlock Warlord. I am not, by nature, a fearful man. But as I come to unravel the riddle of your identity, I became frightened to the very core of my soul. I should have known it would be impossible to conceal the truth from you forever. Was he a second Karaha Baruha? Yes, so it is as I thought. My summoning of the great beast did not proceed as planned. I failed us. This time, though, will be different. We will succeed. We must. Oh yes, hearing Calmwind's words just now has freed me from all doubt. There can be no question. We shall emerge victorious. Let us win back our rightful future, Warlock Warlord Rabel Akbel. No, I should say... Warlock Warlord, sir! News from Karugo Narugo, sir. The enemy is on the move in Araganu. Understood. Minister, it is time. Yes, Warlock Warlord, let us go. Okay, so now we gotta go right outside. I hope this bow is worth it though. Like, I had these other ammo slot options. You know, the Orgel Miller Orb and the Oshasha's Treatise and the the Hasty Pinion +1, and they were all pretty good. This bow though, it has basically 5 more accuracy for the main hand, 5 more accuracy and attack for the main hand than the Hasty Pinion. So the Hasty Pinion, it doesn't matter. It's got 10 more strength and dexterity than the Orgel Mirror Orb. The only thing missing is the Vitality, which only matters for a few weapon skills. Then it's only 5, right? It doesn't have the store TP, but all in all, it still winds up having 3 more attack than the Orgel Miller Orb. So on raw offense, it's like better than everything else I had in that slot. The only thing that gives me pause is that the Oshasha's Treatise, had weapon skill damage plus 3%. I don't know if the 15 stat beats that for weapon skill purposes, and you can't macro out ranged weapons. You'll lose your TP. So. What's this foul stench? It reeks of something burning. Stand ready, Cobras. I have the feeling we're in for a rude surprise. Karaha Baruha, you leave so soon? The hour is nigh, your holiness. I must see to the final preparations at the monastery. After that, we depart for the waters. I take my leave of you now, Minister. I trust you won't be long. You'll exchange no parting words with the Star Sibyl? I will not. But you intend never to return. Surely a simple farewell would be an... For what end, Lecco? My actions in battle shall speak louder than any words. I shall right that which I allowed to go so terribly wrong. This, and nothing else, remains for me. Karaha Baruha, must you truly go? Of course I must, your holiness. Why, it is for this day that I have toiled and struggled so long. The day that my life's work shall save our fair Windurst from its fate of destruction. The day of the summoning. No, you mustn't. The danger is too great. What will become of you? Why, if you were lost, I couldn't... Your holiness, ease your heart and turn your eyes to the future. This is your nation. These are your people. They rely on you to protect them, to guide them safely to a brighter day. Weighed against the happiness of so many, what is the sacrifice of one? God, I hate the Star Sibyl. I stand at your bidding, my lady. Give the order you must give. By the power vested in me by the heavens, I command you, Karaha Baruha, to defend our nation, our people, with your life. But I... There can be no greater honor for this humble scholar. Others have laid down their lives before me, but none for a cause so true. Please say no more. You must save Windurst. Our Windurst. Beg of you, Karaha Baruha. As you wish, my lady. My love. What are you fools thinking, keeping a mage of my talents off the battlefield? Come on, let me at him. I'll blast you west those fiends right back to the hell that spawned them. Absolute Haru, you out of the question. Zombazippa, escort your son back to the shelter at once. Excuse me? You weren't seriously asking the mighty Zombazippa to play babysit to Haru. If the boy is so eager-willed to hurl himself into the fray, I say let him. With his pedigree, I dare say he'd do better than us, bumbling warlocks. Ha, you watch, old man. I'll outfight your entire army of freaky-wiki Cardians. Very well. A child he may be, but love of country burns no less in his heart than in ours. Join us in the battlements, young man, and you'll do well to stay close if you mean to live until your father's age. Yes, sir, Mr. Warlock Warlord, sir. And so it begins. Alright, that wasn't too long. Cool. Anyway. Okay. So we have to examine the Windurstian Bulwark at J8. Oh, there it is. But the second we examine it, we're going to be set upon by a gajillion enemies. And since this takes place in the open field, you could actually bring an entire alliance for this. The wiki tells you that much. But we don't need an entire alliance for this. We just need our trust. We got item levels, man. We're gonna be fine. I'll have a vaguely Windurstian trust set up. You know, we pretty much always have 2 Windursters in it anyway. Mages are important. Oh, okay, we're examining it for another cutscene before we get the fight. Oh, whatever. We've got company, Cobras. Steady. Don't pounce until you see their beady red eyes. But boss, there. Grr. Their numbers are greater than we expected. We have done all we can. From here, we trust in the strength of our men. Hold them through the night, children of the stars. Boss, they outnumber us by the thousands. We're done for. Calm wind. Calm yourself, Mill. What do you think Till... what'd Till think of you if she saw you flailing about like a frightened kitten? Listen to me, all of you. I have raised you as I would my own daughters. You think I'd bring you this far to lose you to a sorry band of shades and shadows? Trust in me, and in yourselves. We're cobras, are we not? Yes, boss. Karaha Baruha raised himself even now. The great beast shall roar before the dawn. Roma, calm wind. You must keep the hordes at bay until then. The great beast? Worry yourselves not about what may come. Fight only to survive until the morrow, that the people of Windurst may do the same. Now hear me. The bulwarks before us generate the magical barrier that protects the capital. If they fall, the Federation falls. We defend them with our lives. Ready on my mark. Cobras, strike! Okay, now we get to fight. Okay, so basically, in this fight, you know, you've got to fight all these Yagudo. I guess maybe they count as being in separate parties. Duplatch's not doing his jump. And basically, if all the bulwarks get killed, or if Romamigo over there gets killed, you lose. And I think there's going to be multiple waves. So what we should probably do is we should probably move about hitting them all at least once to get them off the wards. And, of course, kill them until they die from that stuff. Won't be hard to do because we've got item level, but I guess my idea about sleeping them with Archangel Tarutaru doesn't mean anything. Dang. These protective wards are not gonna last at this rate. You can heal them, but we don't have any means to do that because we're on warrior. We lost because, yep. Okay, so if you zone and retry it again. Okay, so I don't know what the best way to do this will be. Because even though they're coming at us, let's see. Okay, so apparently there's wave 1 is 6 Yagudo Paravirs, wave 2 is a group of 3 Taurus, wave 3 is a group of demons, black mages, that's the wave we got to, and wave 4 is 3 Arimon. Oh, the protective wards cannot be cured, except by curing Walt, it says. Okay, so honestly, let's go with I don't think we need to be overly concerned with healing. I think we need to push the offense. And I don't know if we hit the physical difference cap or not, but I don't think any of our buffs are gonna wear when we spawn it, so we might as well just go ahead and go nuts. Something tells you should wait a moment and try again? Did I not zone? Is there like a time limit on... Like, I better not have to like game day wait or some shit, like... What the fuck? There we go. Might have behooved us to at least like sub paladin or something that has a spell, like AoE spell to gather stuff up with. If we fail this time, I'm gonna go grab a sub job that has that. Like red mage sub with Diega even would work. Because yeah, we need. I think with that might work Elmiller or if I lost my 5-hit. There's only one ward left. How much HP does it even have? Dude, that last ward is like fucked. Holy crap. Okay, they're casting stupid shit. They're casting stupid shit. No! Oh, son of a bitch. This is difficult. This is stupid. This is stupid and difficult. Like, even if we got... Like, the key is the Black Mage wave, actually. Like, it's important for us to get as many of them off of the other stuff, but, like... The Black Mage wave... is where they do the most damage, because you saw all those Black Mage demons, they ran up, they got in range, max casting range, they immediately all started casting brain, please. They immediately all started casting you know, gospels, right? So oh god, excuse me. How long do we have to wait between tries? Like, all it says is zone. Also, I think, let's see. We can get TP, right? So, let's get TP first. So man, that sucks. We're at 19.5 TP a hit. I might have to make like a TP cape or something like that with more accuracy and store TP on it or something. That should probably be my next goal for ambuscade stuff. Make up for not using the Orgelmir orb. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but like, you know, getting full TP in 5 hits over getting full TP in 6 hits, or 6 delay rounds, it's kind of a big deal. Also, I'm gonna sneeze, maybe? God, at least I got the mic away in time. I don't think we need to worry about weapon skill setups at all, really. Although we might just throw on, like, more damage anyway, I guess? I don't know. Now with movement speed, we might be able to get to the enemy faster. Yeah, that works too. And now we're just gonna save up TP, I think, for shockwaves for each round. Or at least for the mainly for the Black Mage round, right? Like, yeah, let's pull these even further back too, right? Like, hold them back and then should have attention on all of these now. Okay, we got it. Okay, so now we should be getting a cutscene from this. For a long cutscene. Make sure you don't zone, otherwise you'll have to do the fight again. We're gonna get a cutscene out here, and then we're gonna get a cutscene when we zone into Windurst. Boy, oh boy. We got Snowdrift Waltz. Yeah, is that all for the first wave? Yes, boss. Fine form, Cobras. Now rest up while you can. They'll be back on us before long. Your ears twitched. Damn, there's no end to them. I don't know what you're plotting, but you better hurry. Yeah, I just realized that him on the chocobo like that's like a Napoleon painting reference or whatever. The southern perimeter won't hold much longer. What of Odin's Gate? The Cobras stay the enemy advance, for now. These are flesh and blood soldiers, not simple automatons. Courage can only carry their weary bodies so far. I say we send in the Patriarch Protectors. No, we can ill afford to leave Heaven's Tower unguarded. It will not be much longer now. Ah, great, a stink bug's in here and it's actually being active. To your feet, Cobras! They haven't seen anything yet. Didn't think you'd be dealing willing with the likes of Jito Marajito, child genius, did ya? Try this on for size. Splendid, young man. With spirited youths like you on our side, Windurst's future is bright indeed. You have done well, my friends, but you need strain yourselves no further. My Fenrir shall see the battle through from here. It's not that I doubt your abilities, Minister, but I trust you'll not object to my aid. Why, certainly, Warlock Warlord. Together we shall ensure that nothing is left to chance. Bathed in blessed light celestial, I invoke the age-old pact anew. Let thy savage roar resound through the heavens, and thy imperial fangs pierce the shadow true. I bid you come forth, great beast Fenrir! O moon and stars, hear my plea. Thy woeful past may be forgotten, and unsought futures never come to be. What's happening? This curious, worrying sensation. Puny, wretched mortals, you cannot fathom the power upon which you call. Yet you face your fate with intentions true. The pact shall be honored. What are in the... Am I dreaming? Someone pinchy-wench me. The great beast is come. Warlocks, hear me. Retreat to Windurst walls at once. The fiends straggling about here are formed for a short trip to the beast's maw, and you'll not want to be among them. Regroup at Heaven's Tower. The star symbol must be protected at all costs. Now move! Move! Sir, yes, sir! goddess's name. In all the battles I've fought, I've felt nothing like this before. My skin prickles. Every hair on my body stands on end. So frightening, and yet so beautiful. Snap out of it, Cobras. Our mission here is done. We return to the capital at once. That's an order. They said long cutscene. That's cute. I mean, it wasn't exactly short, but you know. Is it over at last? What mockery is this? Brought to heel by mortal mannequins? Oh, my piteous brother beast, it grieves me to see you fall so far. Where's the Warlock Warlord? Quickly, we must... What's happening to them? No, it couldn't be. Even with their powers combined, were they unable to tame the beast? Does fate refuse to be altered without demanding due sacrifice? After all this, have we failed? No, it's not over yet. I'll take back our rightful future by my own hand. Mako, no! Stop this madness. Have you taken leave of your senses? Stand back, Piri! This is the Warlord's own wish. I swore an oath that if it came to this, I would bring down our foe and the great beast with them by any means. What? sniveling smoothskins, hear well these words. Though you claim victory today, your fate has long since been sealed. We await you in Ostroja. Is there the age-old struggle between our peoples shall come to its predestined close. Does the beast go with them? What was that monstrous thing? That was the great beast Fenrir, along with the warlock warlord and Karaha Baruha, or what remains of them. For all their power, they could not tame the beast's fury. Their spirits consumed whole, together they form a mindless juggernaut that knows not where or why it rages. What? Let go. I'll be taking this from you now. But no bow of such craftsmanship should be made to suffer the grip of an amateur. Besides, I see no need for you to bear your mother's burden. It would seem you've demons enough of your own. Pere. Master Leko, we've done it! Those moth-eaten crows never came within a mile of Heaven's Tower. Windurst Walls is safe. Reports from all wards are in, Master Leko. We've suffered not a single civilian casualty. Can I take a nap now? Excellent work, all of you. There's no time to pat each other on the back. No, we must strike while the iron is hot. Perry, Roma, regroup as soon as you're able and make for Merifitode with speed. The crow's nest shall be beset by a bed of vipers. Our enemy has suffered an unprecedented defeat. Their cocksure cackle cannot hide hearts that falter. We must not let up. We finish them now. Consider it done. I'm giving the girls a breather before we strike out again. You should get some rest too, Calmwind. You've earned it. Master Lekos here. What of the Warlock Warlord? Where is Rabel Akbel? He is no longer among us. What's that you say? No, it couldn't be. When the great beast turned upon the city, he stood to meet its charge. He served his nation, his people, with honor to the end. Now it is left to us to see that his loss was not in vain. Warlocks form 2 regiments of equal strength. 1 unit remains here to guard against the return visit by our feathered friends. The other shall strike north to Valdunia. Our allies fight bravely, but they cannot win the battle alone. It was your commander's dying wish that his loss not stir undue panic in the hearts of his countrymen. Speak not a word of what I've told you until the children of Altana are victorious and a new dawn has come. Now do you see, sinner? Those who flaunt power beyond their means invite only tragedy upon their own. You again? I warned you last time to stay out of my hair. I'm not of a mood to entertain intrusive guests today. If you intend to leave in one piece, you'd best be on your way. Ha! So the debonair lion bears his fangs. Showing your true colors at last, Leko? Though it pains me, it seems you'll have your way. I've decided to stand aside and watch the saga play out of its own accord. Fate itself has seen fit to relieve me of my task. The sinner shall be judged without needless exertion on my part. I tire of your riddles, Shikari. The Yagudo army encountered a caravan en route back to their nest. Among them was a Mithran merchant and her 2 companions. What? The Yagudo aren't known to take prisoners. It would seem the better part of my job is done. Damn it all. Now do you understand, Leko? You will answer for your sins, not to me, but to the very world around you. Your time of reckoning will come. I find myself thanking you often these days, Comrade. You've done the Federation proud with your valor once more, but I fear our task is not over. Perhaps you're wondering just what it was the Warlord meant to ask you back at Heaven's Tower. His final request to the two of us, no doubt, the only people in the world that he can call friends. We must take his life, Calmwind. He knew from the beginning that this was how it would end. The power of the moon and stars cannot be allowed to fall into the clutches of darkness. So we must strike him from the pages of history, erase him and all traces of the future from which he came. He intends to turn to dust, to be swept away by the winds of time, and all his dark secrets with him. The bloody annals of war, a ruthless, stone-hearted commander, memories of a future ruled by shadow and ruin. The true future has no place for any of these. The man we know as Rabel Akbel knows this full well. You must rest while you can, Calmwind. The final stage of our journey calls us to Ostroja, to the heart of the beast's den. What waits us there, I do not know. But be it deliverance or destruction, heaven or hell, I could face it with you. Or I would face it with you. Okay, so we got our Cobra Staff. And that's how we know we're getting towards the very end. Because now we got a staff that takes us back to Windurst. Yes! How about it? And it doesn't say anything about game day waits or anything like that. And I know we're at an hour and a half. But how about we push a little further? Because we're going to reach a point where we got to farm some stuff. And that might be a better part to stop at. Since there's so many cutscenes still. If it hadn't been for that game day wait, the last recording could have been an hour and a half. And we'd probably be, at this point, 30 minutes ago. Making some juice. Now look who's finally decided to show his face. All over for me, huh? Got the Ragfeather Army on the run. Dia, have you seen to our preparations? Aye aye, boss. Medicines to heal all that ails you, and a full smorgasbord of delights from the Prandtl family cookbook. All stocked away and ready to go. Excellent. I see you're raring to go as well, Calmwind. We'll set up camp in the Mithran Mountains just out of the enemy's sight. Leko's plan calls for us Cobras to join with Paras and Nakanas to surround the enemy nest. He'll be joining us in the field to give us our orders in detail. Listen, I probably don't need to be saying this to a veteran like you. This will prove to be our toughest battle before it's through, so ready yourself good and proper, and I'll see you in the field. Dun dun dun. So now we gotta go to the Mithran Mountains, and let's see, we gotta go to I-8. I'm not exactly sure what part of the zone that's on. But we're eventually going to be going to Castle Ostroja. Man, it's getting late and I've got morning shift. Oh no. I don't like morning shift, not because I don't like the shift itself, but because ooh, I've got enough. Ooh, that could be nice. I like staying up late, and I get used to staying up late, and then whenever I have to work mornings, I'm supposed to go to bed, and I have a hard time going to bed. Let's see, where's the Aragon in front? Swing! Okay, we're at L8. So I8. Okay, so it's not too far away. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K. Or no, H, I, K, J, L, right? J, H, I, J, K. Yeah, there we go. I remember my alphabet, I swear. Mithran Bivouac! Yay! Mithran Bivouac! Well, it seems our merry band's all here. Shall we get the party started? You said it, Mr. Tactics Man. Now tell us how we're gonna roast ourselves some birdmen this time. All in good time, but first, take a moment to observe. Does nothing seem amiss to you? It's quiet, too quiet for my liking. I say we move right in and catch them while they're still napping. No, that would hardly be prudent. Our enemy is weakened, but they could still have a surprise or two at their disposal. Or have you forgotten that the great beast itself has taken up residence within those halls? We must proceed with caution. When Fenrir wrested itself free from the warlock warlord and Karaha Baruha's spell, it swallowed our poor friend's consciousness whole. Like as not, the beast now runs rampant, unable to distinguish between friend and foe. Stands to reason, but why aren't we seeing some fierce fireworks from the castle? I smell something foul. As do I, and so the plan is thus. We keep our claws sheathed and make ready to pounce the instant our foe makes a move. Am I understood? That's a roger. Very well, ladies. The siege of Castle Ostroja is hereby commenced. Relax your guard not for a moment. To your positions, everyone. Oh, hey, look, it's, Nev Befrothi. Someone, help me, please. Let go. You must help my daughter. These wounds, what foulness befell you? You are Perry of the Azure Bow, yes? We were ambushed by the crows, captured and tossed in cell in the heart of their black nest. I escaped, but the others. Ko Limbalalako and my daughter, see you. You must save them. Oh, see you, my poor daughter. I tried to find her, oh, how I tried. But there were too many of them, and the bars too strong. Without the daughter key, I was powerless to help. She is but a child, alone, she will never survive. See you, oh, my poor see you. Leko, is that you? Please save her. You must. You must use the bow. There is no other way. Leko, please. Enough, you mustn't strain yourself. Salve mixer! Someone get the salve mixer! Thank you, Perry of the Azure Bow. You are too kind. My fellow Mithra, my friends, forgive this foolish woman her sins. Be strong, Nev. Nev! poor girl. Let go? The siege of Ostroja is called off, effective immediately. Your new orders: infiltrate the castle and extract the Mithran hostages. Whoa, whoa, hold it right there, Professor. 1 second you're going on about safety and caution, and now you're keen to send us rushing into the great beast's maw? And for what? The dying plea of a wanted criminal? That woman was responsible for writing the bloodiest chapter in our motherland's history. I, for one, won't be staking my life on the words of no sinner. Why, she should be in the pocket of the birdmen, for all we know. And if she speaks true, Gio, you'd leave a child to rot in some filthy Yagudo cell? Hey, even I'm not that cruel, but... Enough, Gio, your concerns are not without merit. We must minimize our potential losses. The infiltration will be handled by a small, dedicated task force. I will be leading them. Should we not return by the designated hour, you were to consider us lost and proceed with the given orders. Have you lost your marbles, Lecco? Not that I'm complaining. Roma, Pere, and you, Calmwind, I want you with me. The hostages' lives depend on us. We must move swiftly and surely. Understood. Pere, the artifact I entrusted to you, has not left my side. Good, keep it safe. It might very well prove necessary should our fortunes take a turn for the worse. But of course... Don't you love how they started playing Bastok music there when we decided that the 4 of us are going to be badasses? Even the Windurst quests give a nod to Bastok. Aww, yeah. And now we go to Castle Ostroja, which, quite honestly, looks like it could just be another rock formation. Kind of camouflaged over here, really. Not a bad strategy, honestly. But then they've got archways, so... You see it eventually. Here we go, here we go. And we're gonna get another cutscene when we walk in. It's gonna be delicious. Magically so. Tread carefully here. The ranks may be thin, but the crows will be no less fierce in defending their nest. Drawing any attention to ourselves could prove fatal. Move silently and avoid unnecessary confrontations at all costs. The castle is vast. To search it as a unit would require time we do not have. I say we split up. Oh, hey, look, a couple of Mithras did come with us. And they're like wearing Bastoken scale mail. You tell me you're here to rescue us. One of the prisoners? Are you alright? Yes, somehow. There was a loose bar in my cell. I slipped out unseen during the changing of the guard. My companion Ko, the others, they have not been so fortunate. Please, you must help them. You can rest easy, friend. You'll be safe now, and don't you worry, we'll see to your companions. The door key, without it, the other cell's too sturdy to force. Got it. You heard her, people. First order of business is to find this door key, and quickly. Now let's move. That's interesting that we got 2 Mithras that didn't roger up last time to come with us, but either way, this is where we're going to end the video for now. I don't know how long it's going to take me to farm the door keys, but I'll do that between this time and next time. I'm pretty sure they drop from any Yagudo inside of here, And back in the day, you know, these Shigudos are like in the level 80s, so you'd need a full party to do this back in the day at 75 or 80 cap or whatever. I don't know what the drop rate is. I don't know anything. So between this time and next time, I'll have farmed those keys up, and we'll save some Mithras next time. And we got a key item, Ziku's Rosary. I don't know what that's for. Probably some extra fight that I've never heard of or done. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a great day. And I'll see you again next time.